What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Hey guys, welcome to today's broadcast. I am so happy to have you here with me for today's live class. I've got to tell you, I really love doing these. I've gotten so much great feedback from you guys as far as you feeling like you're learning something and that I'm really enriching your fitness life and your life outside of the gym. And really that's what it's all about for me. And so I want to welcome you to today's live coaching class, the great debate. Should you be doing cardio or should you be doing weight training when it comes to fat loss, and which one is more important and will get you the best results possible? For those of you that are joining me for the very first time, I want to welcome you here to my channel. My name is Roxy Beckles, and I'm a fitness professional that's been in this game for over 21 years, a long time, been training since 97. And what I get to do now is I get to help women from around the globe to really just take control of their lives, take control of their health, take control of their body, take control of their fitness, take control of their mindset, and to really elevate themselves through the vehicle of fitness. And if this is your first time here, make sure that you subscribe to my channel right now. And guys, even if you are subscribed, make sure that you click the bell notifications, because YouTube will not show you any videos unless you want to be notified. So get all my notifications for my lives, for my pre-recorded videos and everything. So I'm super excited and I kind of just want to jump right in. But before I do, I want to know that I have folks here. So go ahead, I can see my comments. Type, say hello or something like that. I want folks to definitely get in the room, say hello to me. And if you have questions, please type them into the comments, because I will see them. And at the end, I will address all of the questions that you have. So, if anything comes up, then let Roxanne know, because I'm here to inspire you, darling. So let's jump into the presentation. All right, so here we go, guys. We're talking about the debate, cardio versus weight for fat loss. Now, for today's agenda, I want to give you some pointers about the best ways to approach your training so that you can just get the most out of your fat loss efforts in the gym. I want to clarify for you what's the most crucial part of training. Let me do that again, because I don't even know what the hell I wrote just right here. I want to clarify what the most crucial part of training is that will get you the best hands down results, whether you should be doing and what you should be doing and how, and to give you some tips and tools that you can apply right away to your programming. Now, listen here, I got to pay the bills, honey, all right? And I got to reach my audience and change lives. So I got a couple of free offers for you guys to check out, all right? If you're watching the replay, I'll put it in the little eye circle link at the top of the video so you can go ahead and directly link to these amazing free gifts that I have. If you are also watching this in the replay, you can look at the description and the comments too, where I'll post a link. But the first thing I want to offer you is my free ebook, Empowered Feminine Fitness. I've had so many women. I've been actually running a Facebook ad for this and trying to, just get the word out there about this. And I've had so many women signing up for this ebook. And I know they're out there, they're changing lives. I'm getting emails about how much this has really opened their eyes when it comes to fitness. And what I want to talk about with this particular ebook is how tapping into your feminine energy can really have an impact on your life, on the way that you approach your fitness, the results that you see and all that stuff. So guys, please, rockstarfitness.com/EFF ebook. There you'll see on that page a video where I kind of break it all down. What's it about? Look at that page. I break it down there. Ladies, listen, if you're 30 and over, you got to read this, because I know some of you are stressed to the gills. You're not seeing the results that you want to see. And a lot of it has to do with shifting some things in your life right now. I've seen the changes in my clients when we talk about this stuff, when we put it in action for them, and I'm putting it out there for free for you to check out. So go ahead, rockstarfitness.com/EFF, Empowered Feminine Fitness, EFF ebook, okay? And go ahead and download your free copy. Now, for those of you that are contest prep minded, your competitors, you want to get on the stage. Listen, honey, you need to get my contest prep crash course ebook. And not only is it an ebook, I've got videos, I've got podcasts, I got articles. Honey, again, Rockstar Fitness, ROXSTAR, fitness.com/CPCC. Enter your email. It's totally free. You'll get that and be rocking and rolling with some great information about how you really love my approach. You like what I have to share. You see my client videos. I have a whole playlist with client testimonials and interviews and all this stuff. And you think that, I might be that right person to connect with to help you to get to your goals, then honey, come on over, get on a call with me. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to sign up for anything right away. I do ask that, you are at a place where you are ready to invest in yourself and do the work before you contact me. I don't like wishy-washy people, okay? No wishy-washies. I need you to be like, I'm ready, Rox. I need to do this. I want to do this. Rockstarfitness.com/clarity call. Fill out an application, set up your 30-minute call, and we're going to rock and roll, talk about your goals, what it is that you want to achieve, and I'm going to ask some questions to get to know you. And only if we feel like that connection is right will I offer to work with you and follow you through the next steps. And I have programs for every budget now, ladies. So come on and talk to me because, you might actually find something that you can both afford and something that will really help you. So rockstarfitness.com/clarity call. I'll put all the links in the I circle at the end of this video when it's in the replay and in the description and in the comments too. So now, Lord child, before we jump in, I've got to tell you guys what's been going on with me. So for those of you that are not watching my vlog posts, because I do have vlog videos where I just talk to the camera and tell y'all what Roxy has been doing. Okay. And you kind of get a little bit of a personal connection with me. I've always been the type of person where I love to show my life. I love to show what I'm doing because I lead by example. I walk the walk. I talk the talk. And so right now, oh my God, guys, I'm like, okay, I'm fitness fat. I'll just put that out there. I know some of you are looking at these pictures and you're like, oh my God, she looks so great. I want to look like that. That's great. Let's get you here, honey. Okay. But I know myself. I have been eating like I don't care that I have a gut. I have been drinking wine as though Jesus has turned every body of water on the planet to Merlot. Okay, we got to clean that up, honey. And I haven't been doing my cardio either. So imagine this, guys. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to be able to have a body where you can have a relaxed life and actually still look like this. Okay, honey, I'm turning 40 this year. Next month. Okay, honey. And I'm at the age where I can look perpetually 30 to 35 for the rest of my life. Black don't crack, but you got to take care of it now. So I'm taking you guys on that journey of how I'm doing this, how I'm cleaning it up, how I'm redoing everything. Come by my Instagram. Okay, you can find me at I am Roxy Beckles, and that's Roxy with an IE, not with a Y. Thank you very much. I am Roxy Beckles. Follow me there because I'll be posting and doing all kinds of stuff on my stories and on my feed. But best way to keep on track with how I'm doing and all of this stuff is to come on over to my email list, rockstarfitness.com/email list. rockstarfitness.com/email list. And you'll be able to follow through with my personal progress, journaling, my thoughts, my diet, my workouts. I'm going to be posting all that for you guys to stay inspired on your own journey. All right. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, honey, it is time to go ahead and jump right into this. So, the great debate, cardio versus weight for fat loss. Ladies, take your pen out because y'all gonna want to make some notes here, okay? And before I begin, let me go ahead and see that we're all good in the comments and all that other stuff. I want to just make sure that we are all on the same page here. Are we good? All right. Type in the comments, guys, that you're here. I love to see who's joining me. Let me know your names because I see so many of you with your, your comments and stuff like that. I love to put who's on live and all that other. So connect with me. I don't bite everybody. I just bite the guy I'm dating, but that's a whole other thing. But anyway, hi. The great debate, cardio versus weight for fat loss. So first thing I want to say, you guys, before we get into this conversation, number one, point blank, you cannot ever in your life, never, ever, ever out-train your diet. That's just it right there. Okay, before we begin, You can never outtrain your diet. Write that down. So a caloric deficit is needed, point blank, the end of story, guys. It's physiology. It is science. That is the way it works. You can do all the cardio you want. You can do all the weight training, but if your diet isn't where it needs to be, honey, kiss it all goodbye. For some of you, now let me talk about this. That might mean that you might have to have a big deficit if your metabolism is slower. All right. So when we're talking about, calories and stuff like that, for some of you, if you're already trying to lose fat and you're not seeing your body respond and you're not seeing your measurements and stuff like that, lower your calories a bit more. So if you're eating 1,500 calories a day, try 1,300. If you're eating already, 1,400, try 1,300 to 1,200, 1,100. Now, here's the thing. I don't like people really starving themselves. So if you have to eat less than 1,100 calories and you're not 3'2" tall, then you really need to look at the totality of your programming and what's going on. A lot of times you think that you're eating a certain amount of calories, and the truth of the matter is that you are actually snacking on stuff. You're adding stuff to your diet. So your calories are actually higher than you think they actually are. Okay. For some of you, I've talked about having to just take a diet break because your metabolism is just so tanked that you need to fill up again, and to really get your body back into some homeostasis so that way you can start to lose weight again. So what roadway you need to take right now, I really can't tell you that because we are not working together and I haven't talked to you and you're just listening to this video here. But those are some things to consider because at the end of the day, you have to be in a caloric deficit. I was in a really great conversation with a friend of mine who's a top level pro bodybuilder. Some of you who are in the bodybuilding world would know who she is, but I'm going to keep her anonymous. But she said something really profound today. She's like, you have to embrace the suck in this process. You have to embrace the suck. And the suck is the fact that you are going to be hungry. The suck is that you're going to have to get up and do your cardio if you have to. The suck is that you're going to have to get up and weight train and do it when you don't feel like it. The suck is that you're going to have to stop the mindless snacking and actually stick to a diet or at least track your macros to make sure you are maintaining the deficit that you need to maintain to see the fat loss you want to see. So guys, I know there's a lot of folks out there on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, whatever the heck you follow, that say that you don't have to starve yourself. You don't have to be hungry. You can just lose weight and feel amazing. That is true to an extent, but you're going to be hungry. And there are going to be times where you're going to be tired too, because that's just what the body is. So you have to be willing to embrace the suck and do what the heck you have to do to see the results that you want to see. Now, getting back to the fact that I said that you cannot train your diet, no matter how hard you train or cardio yourself to death, nothing is going to change without the diet. Without the diet, nothing works. Okay, nothing, as far as fat loss will work. And it goes back to saying, I'm looking at my notes right now, and what I really put a big asterisk is that make sure that you are adamant about the tracking. And here's the thing, before I get into the rest of the conversation about cardio and training specifically, what I want to say to you in this process is this. People have the wrong idea, mindset around fat loss. Fat loss should be a temporary period, a temporary cycle. Because eventually you're going to want to get off of that fat loss cycle and maintain the changes that you've achieved, right? I mean, that's the goal. That's the idea. So you want to see the dieting phase, the fat loss phase, the weight loss phase as the discipline in action and establishing new habits that will help you to maintain the changes that you make make and to keep them in the long run. Because whatever it is that you do to lose the weight is what you have to do to maintain it. So that's why going to extremes and stuff like that is not good. At least when you reach your goal weight, you can redo your calories and figure out how much you need to specifically maintain that exact weight once you're done. But the discipline it takes to get there, the getting on a meal plan, the changing your eating habits, the drinking your water, the going to the gym, the stop complaining about the stuff that you need to change, that discipline has to be in action, ladies. And your fat loss phase, look at it as just that. I am establishing my foundation that will help me to maintain the body that I have forever. If you do that, ladies, you'll never rebound. You'll never like see the weight starting to creep back up again. That's the trick. I've been blessed, absolutely blessed, to work with hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds of women from around the globe. I mean, guys, I've been at this for so long, I stopped counting how many clients I've helped throughout the years. But the one thing that I do know is that I can go on any of my former clients' pages on Instagram, on Facebook, or wherever, and I can see that they've maintained the changes that we've made and that they've gotten better. You know, some of them may have made, you know, especially like with competitors, some of them may have moved on to other coaches and stuff, and they've been able to take the foundation that we had and, you know, throw it up to the next level. I have no problem with that. You know, sometimes people need something different or they want to do something new. Totally cool. My clients who are non-competitors, I see them maintaining those changes. And ladies, it's because of the discipline. So have that as a part of what you do. Don't forget to type your questions into the box of comments, please, and I will go ahead and get back to you during the chat, sorry. And if you're watching the replay, it'll be in the comments where I'll see your questions. Right now, subscribe to this video. Guys, like this video right now. Like it, because the more you like it, the more YouTube will show it to people. You know, you don't have to buy anything from me right now in order to help the cause, you know, and then by you liking, you know, by you subscribing, getting notifications, that tells YouTube that this is useful content that other people need to see. And that's a huge contributor to my business and my brand and my voice and what I want to share with you guys. So go ahead and do that for me right now if you haven't already. So let's get into the next thing. All right. So now that I talked about diet, let's go ahead and ask the question about weight training and what's better. Okay. The first thing I'm going to talk about, let's shine a light on cardio for a second. Okay. Now, here's the thing. You can lose weight without cardio. I'm going to say that again because some of y'all didn't hear me. You can lose weight without cardio. But guess what is the driving factor? Your diet. Geez, your diet. Okay. So your diet is the driving factor there. So you don't necessarily need cardio, you know, to lose weight. Is it one way to do it? Yes. Does it have its role? Yes, it does. Okay. So cardio is not, though, the magic pill that so many of you think that it is. It is simply not. Okay. What it is it's the icing on the cake. It's a tool in the toolbox. Now, the truth is that most of you, many of you, do need to do some cardio in order to see quicker results, okay? So I'm not saying that cardio is totally not needed, that cardio is useless. I'm just saying that it's not a necessary part of fat loss. Like your diet is the fat loss, okay? And your weight training actually plays a greater role at the end of the day. So some of you, though, who have slower metabolisms or different, you know, your body just needs something different. Y'all need to do your cardio. So we're going to talk about how to do it smarter, though, because what I see with a lot of women is that they become these cardio bunnies. You know, it's like, okay, I want to lose weight. Let me get on the cardio for like 2 hours. What the hell are you doing for 2 hours every single day? If you have to do cardio every day for 2 hours or, you know, whatever, honey, you need to step back. 90 minutes, too much. Unless you're in contest prep, too much. An hour, you know, maybe an hour is good. It's okay. You know, and I should say even 90 minutes can be good if you are like someone like me who takes dance classes. Like I just had a jazz class today, a jazz like dance class today. And honey, I was sweating. Oh Lord, child, I hadn't taken class. And this is why I don't have a camera on right now. Y'all do not want to see my hair right now. I mean, my face is cute. My lipstick is always popping, but my hair, child, I sweated her out. But that was a 90-minute class, and dance classes tend to run that long. You know what I mean? If you're in a spin classes are 45 to 60 minutes. That's fine. If you want to go out and run and do an hour of cardio or whatever because you like it, because it feels good, that's fine. But is it necessary for those of you who don't like to do cardio and you're trying to add at least a little bit of it to do what you have to do? 20, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, fine. You can still do what you have to do if you stay on your diet. So overdoing cardio is just as bad as not doing any at all if you need it. All right. So keep that. Now, the thing about cardio, where a lot of you are going wrong, though, is that you are overdoing it. Okay, as far as not only the duration, but you're not challenging yourself. Okay, type in the comments right now or in the chat, like, if you use a heart rate monitor, I want to see who you are. If you honestly use a heart rate monitor, say me, type it up in there. Me. I use a heart rate monitor. Okay, because the thing about cardio that I want you guys to focus on is not the duration of it. I want you to focus on the intensity. I want you to focus on pushing yourself. My clients are all instructed to buy and use heart rate monitors in their training. And then I'll tell them, all right, you're going to start off with 30 minutes, 35 minutes, steady state cardio, any machine of choice, keeping your heart rate above 80%. You have the tangible numbers there. You know what I mean? And if you're pushing the intensity, that's what's going to really do a better job than doing hours upon hours of cardio. So I want you to shift your mindset so that way you are focusing on first establishing that base for conditioning, heart rate, and heart and lung conditioning. Think of your cardio just in the way that you would think of your weight training. Like your weights, you look at as building muscle, right? Building tissue, getting stronger. But you only look at cardio as a means to burn fat. Honey, your heart and your lungs are two of the most important muscles in your body. If they do not work effectively, then guess what? You ain't going to see any results in your training. And guess what? You might even, have all kinds of pulmonary and heart disease and all that other stuff down the line. So look at your cardio, not just as a basis to burn calories, but how can you make your heart and lungs stronger? You wear a heart rate monitor and you push yourself. All right. Now, one of the things I want to say about training in general is that you hear a lot of people say, I want to do efficient workouts. I want my workouts to be. The last thing you want is your body to be efficient. You want the most inefficient body. You want that body to be like an SUV, like a sports car that just it devours everything. It all the food you give it, it just burns it through it, and then it goes into your fat stores and just burns through that too. Inefficient body. Wearing a heart rate monitor, pushing the intensity makes an inefficient body. Now here's some other things that I want you to do step by step. So here's where I want you to take out your pen and I want you to start writing this down. These are the actionable tools for your cardio. By the way, if you hear any noises in the background, it's like, I don't know, my neighbors are doing something and it's really annoying me. So give me 2 seconds. Let me just close this window, you guys. Okay. I hear this noise, this scraping is driving me freaking nuts. Okay. So making the body inefficient and how to structure your cardio. So little asterisk in your notes, how to structure my cardio. So we're going to start off with steady state cardio, which is fine. Okay. And I want you to go ahead and wear your heart rate monitor. And when you're first starting off with this stuff, I would say to push 4 weeks. All right. Just 4 weeks. So we do very periodized approach to training with my clients. 4 weeks. I want you to focus on doing 30 to 35 minutes of cardio. Now you can do this before or after your weights or at a separate time, whatever is the most effective way for you to actually get it done. All right. I'm the type of person, I sometimes have to do my cardio first because if I wait till after my weights, honey, I'm ready to go. Or I actually love doing my cardio in separate sessions from my weights completely. Okay. So I want you to take 4 weeks and I want you to push yourself, keeping that heart rate between 80 to 85%. Now, I can bet some of you are not doing that right now. And when you try that, your heart is going to jump the heck out of your chest. And it's going to feel hard. It's going to feel a lot harder than you trying to do 45, 50, 60, 65, 92 hours on a machine. All right. Because if you can do that long, you're not pushing your heart rate that hard. Intensity, inefficiency is what we're looking for. Now, after you do that, after you've established your base and you've done that 4 weeks, what I want you to do is start moving into higher intensity training. So you're going to start adding intervals and you're going to start adding HIIT. Now, there is a little bit of a difference. I think I might have done a video on this. I'm not sure. I think I do have an article on my website. After the broadcast is done, I'll put all pertinent links in the description so you can check that out at that time. But intervals, regular intervals would be like 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Okay. And it all has to do with energy systems in the body. Science. I'm not going to talk about it right now. It's so much to talk about. I'll do that on another video. Okay. 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Really simple. Or you can go on like the hill program on the elliptical or treadmill or step mills, one of my favorites, and do like, some kind of regular interval like that. HIIT training, ideally, if you're really doing HIIT, you can't really do it for more than 20 minutes because it taxes the system that much. And I want you to go balls to the wall with intensity for 20 minutes. Do it on the treadmill, or if you can't run, do it on the bike or the row machine. 20 seconds, full out intensity, speed sprint. Okay, like boom. All right, and it feels like you're gonna die. Okay, that's how it should feel, like you're gonna die. It's a scale of 10, it should feel like a 9 to 10. And then you're gonna back off for about 10 seconds. And then you're gonna keep doing that back and forth. 20 balls to the wall, 10 recover. Do that for the 20-minute duration, honey. Not only are you going to feel like you're about to die, but your body is going to be more inefficient, and it's going to run through those calories that you've eaten. It's going to run through your fat stores. And the beautiful thing about focusing on intensity in this way is that you get that quote unquote afterburn. Now, there's some science out there that says that the afterburn, the EPOC, the excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, if you want to get really termy, okay, they say that it's not as big as the fitness industry makes it, which is fine. But the point of the matter is that any little bit of help that we can get, you want to use it, because apparently what happens with this, afterburn, let's just call it that for simplicity's sake, is that for about 24 to 36 hours after your workout, your metabolism is further elevated, and it has a cumulative effect as well. So it builds, so you want to do that. Now, in setup, don't do HIIT every day unless you want to really tax out your central nervous system and really like tire yourself out and overtrain. 3 times a week of that 20 minutes of HIIT, and let's say the other 2 to 3 days a week, you do that high intensity, steady state or intervals, your body is going to start responding when it comes to cardio. And that's the way that I want you guys to start focusing on that end of the work. Okay, so go ahead, type your questions in about cardio and all that stuff, guys. If you do HIIT, if you do any of this stuff, go ahead and share it. Let me know. Post it in the chat and I'll see it. Ask your questions, and at the end, I see I got some questions in here. I'll go ahead and tackle them at the end. So now let's take the focus onto your weight training. Okay, so weight training is definitely a crucial part of the fat loss process. Now, here's the thing that I want you to keep in mind. Write this down. Whatever builds muscle in the face of fat loss, keeps it. So how you train when you're not focusing on fat loss, let's say when you're focusing on building the body or just even maintaining that intensity, you have to keep it in order to keep muscle on. All right. So you train heavy to keep muscle. Don't just think about, I want to lose weight, so I'm going to train super light. No, keep training heavy. Now, here's the thing. Even though you're training heavy, I want heavy to be a relative term. So that means that you're going to be training over various rep ranges, and that's really pretty essential in the process. So in that respect, you can still go high repetition. You can still do 15, 20, 25, 30 reps. Some of my clients complain about doing 100 reps for 4 sets in their walking lunges. You guys, I don't know what you're complaining about. I'm just being a jerk. I laugh at them when they tell me that. But anyway, I'm just demonstrating that you can do high repetition training and still see results. But it's about heavy being a relative term. So heavy at 8 repetitions is not the same as heavy at 15. When you get to the end of that rep, guys, whatever number you set on your program, you've got to feel like, boom, I'm burnt out. Man, I'm tired. Man, I worked it. So you want to get to that point of controlled failure. So train over various rep ranges, and see how your body does with that. Focus every single workout on raising the bar in the gym by continuously challenging yourself to set new PRs, from week to week. If you can't set new personal records, that's fine. Some weeks you'll be able to knock it out of the park. Some weeks you won't be able to, and that's fine. As long as you're always looking to steady progress, that is the most important part when it does come to your weight training in the gym. Now, the ways that I want you to shift focus to being completely inefficient when it comes to your weight training is this. Now, so many of you need to mix it up a bit in your training and not always do the same kind of workout all the time. Straight sets, 3 by 15, 4 by 10, 8 repetitions for 4 sets. Y'all need to step outside of the box and really push yourself in a way for your body to want to adapt. You guys, you know what? Here's the secret behind training. Your body is designed to adapt to the stimuli you give it, honey. That's what it wants to do. So if you're always thinking about raising the bar in the weight room, raising the bar in your cardio, what do you think is going to happen to your body? Your body is going to be like, man, this girl is crazy. I need to keep up. I need to put on more muscle. I need to lose this weight. I need to lose this fat. I need to do what I have to do to keep up with this intensity that she's throwing at me. That's why I keep on emphasizing this. Now, how do you produce that in the weight room? Okay. Not only am I telling you to change your rep ranges, but look at including metabolic conditioning circuits, which is basically, that's like the hit of weight training. Okay, metabolic conditioning circuits are fantastic. Utilize techniques such as pyramids, drop sets, ladders, and stuff like that. Things that are going to make you step outside of the box. We got supersets, we got giant sets. Things that are going to make you really push in a way that makes your body have to meet that challenge, meet that expectation. Minimize your rest periods in the gym so that way we're not sitting there for hours and hours trying to work out. Guys, look, I tell my clients, get in and out of the dang gym within an hour. Maybe sometimes if you do your cardio and your weights, 90 minutes tops, everything all together. Get in, get out. Even with myself, I showed you guys my progress photos, my starting photos from today. Honey, I get in and out of that gym in an hour. I'm done. Okay. I look at the time and I have to get out by this time. I got to get it all done, get it in. So when you bring that kind of discipline, you guys, that's what really has a huge impact on changing the body. Now, the last thing that I want to say with both of these things, whether it's cardio or weight training, is that the most important thing that you have to keep in mind is that recovery is crucial for fat loss. Recovery is crucial for putting muscle on. It's crucial for increasing strength, but it's also crucial for fat loss. So don't overtrain, guys. I know you want to get to that goal, but you got to take care of yourself. It's about balance. That's what we talk about on my channel and on my blog, everywhere. It's about balance. Okay, balance and making this fit into your lifestyle and making the process enjoyable, even as you embrace the suck, as we talked about earlier. But I hear about women training 7 days a week in the gym. I'm like, honey, how are you doing that forever? 5 to 6 days a week in the gym is great, you guys. 5 to 6 days, great. But make sure that you add that extra day of rest in there. If you have less time to train in the gym, let's say some of you can only get to the gym 3 to 4 days a week. I got a client who gets in there like 2 to 3 days, because her schedule is that crazy, but we're still seeing some progress, because the diet is coming together and she's still training and do what she has to do. And that's fine as long as you stick to your diet, which is going to drive your fat loss. Okay, ladies. When you rest, when you recover, you allow your body to rebuild tissue, which is important. Rebuilding muscle tissue, replenishing, carbohydrate stores, and a bunch of other things that you don't even think about because they're they're on the hormonal level, they're on the central nervous system level. Okay, but when your freaking adrenals are burning out and your thyroid is screaming at you because you're training 7 days a week, honey, you're going to be forced to rest. So you want to prevent that before it actually happens. Okay, so to answer your questions and to wrap things up, both cardio and weights do play an equally crucial role in this process. But at the end of the day, it's going to be your diet that is the driving factor to change. So I really hope that today's class has hit that, nail on the head for you. And it has really just given you that extra little bit to think about as you go into your gym. and you do your workouts. Now, I'm going to go ahead and shift gears over here and take a look at the comments. I did see like a couple of questions. Anita Mack. First of all, we had Chelsea who says, hi, Chelsea. Anita, YG, Amber, Six Figure Days. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining in and saying hello. I got a question in here. I got a comment from Anita that said, I'm hungry and tired. Yeah, embrace the suck, Anita. I don't know where you are when it comes to your program, but embrace the suck, because you're going to be hungry and tired in the process. But if you are exhausted and famished, then you need to look at what you're doing right now and see if you can do things a little bit better. Okay, you guys, the only absolute in this game is that there are no absolutes, so you're going to have to change and tweak things as your body responds. Okay, YG says, I dislike cardio. I know, listen, I don't really like cardio either, YG, but like when I need to get myself in the best shape that I want to get to, and if I want to expedite the process, then I just suck it up and I just do it. But I find ways to do it that are enjoyable to me. Like, sometimes I can just mind-numbingly sit on a machine and just do my cardio in the gym. But sometimes I really need stimulation. I have to get out and go for a run. I've got to go out and climb stairs. We have the Culver City stairs. We have the Santa Monica stairs over here in LA. I'll go out and I'll do that. Sometimes for me, a lot of times that's even taking a dance class or two. I like jazz, I like ballet. So, getting in. Sometimes I'll take spin. So however you can get it in to be enjoyable for you is what you need to do. Remember, there are no absolutes in this game, and you want to do things that are going to encourage you to keep doing it so you can reach your goals. Let's see. We have Amber says that she liked the video. Thank you so much, guys. If you're just joining me now, make sure you like this video. Like it so YouTube shares it, and subscribe if you aren't already. So YG asked, what's the best heart rate monitor? I don't endorse brands, YG. There are so many on the market right now. I would say to just go ahead and do your research. Some of my clients do use a Fitbit. They use the Fitbit, they use the Apple Watch and other things. I've in the past have been really behind Polar. I love Polar heart rate monitors for myself personally. And the reason why I like it is because the chest strap can pick up on like almost any machine in the gym, and it's really, really easy to use. And now they have the ones that are Bluetooth. So if you have some apps and stuff like that connect to heart rate, you can actually do that. So it's great. I forgot the model that I have, but I like Polar as a brand. But guys, I'm not endorsing them. They didn't pay me for that or anything like that. Okay. Amber asks, I love training heavy, but I've gotten lazy with cardio. Yeah, so Amber, if your goal is to lose some fat, if you want to get leaner, if that is something that you want to do, then add it in. You don't have to go balls to the wall out the gate. You can start off super duper easy. You can start off doing just, let's say, like, 20 minutes to start off and then ease your way up. That's kind of what I'm doing now with myself. I showed you guys my pictures earlier, my starting point. Those were literally from today. I am doing about 20-minute run, like a 20-minute run outside my neighborhood. And I'm not even going that fast, you guys. Like, I'm going so slow. I have like an 18-minute mile pace. It's so slow, but I don't care, honey. I'm getting my jog on. I have not run in a long time. And then I'll just go to the gym later on and do my weight training, and then I'll take dance classes. So that's the way that I get it in. So you just do it the way that you like. Start off small. When I get better at the 20 minutes, the first thing I'm going to do before adding more duration is to try to cut down my running time. So instead of doing 18-minute mile, to get back down to a 15-minute mile, then a 12, and then a 10. I used to run pretty fast, but I just haven't run distance in a while. But you see how I'm talking about increasing intensity, not necessarily duration. After I've increased the intensity and I feel like my times are getting faster, then I'll look at, as my times are getting faster, I'll probably try to run the same amount of time, like 20 minutes. How much can I get in that? How far of a distance can I go? Then from there, I can say, all right, you know what? I'm going to bump up my workouts now to 30 minutes of cardio. So you just start off small and just see how your body responds and kind of go from there. Okay. All right, guys, let me just see if we have any more questions in this mix here before I close out with some closing statements and thoughts and stuff like that. Our heart rate monitor, the heart rates on the machine's accurate. If you're wearing a chest strap, yeah, they are pretty accurate. I find that they tend to be a little bit less accurate if you're trying to sit there and hold on to the machine while you are doing that. So I always see guys invest in a heart rate monitor that does have a chest strap if you are looking to use it with a machine. And usually the Polar brand is the one that has the chest strap, and you can actually buy chest straps without buying the watch. So if you wanted to just buy that just to work with the machines in your gym, that is one option. How many grams of protein to build muscle? Oh, YG, that's a whole other conversation, because this is such a controversial topic about protein, and most people in the fitness industry are over prescribing protein. And Lane Norton, do a research on Lane Norton, because he talks about this to a great degree. Actually, he wrote this whole thing on this, and it's somewhere on the internet and you can see it. But generally speaking, the general rule for anyone who's pretty active, you can do 1 gram per pound of body weight, and even that's being a little advantageous. I like that number when I'm working with client diets. I usually just do simply 1 times body weight to figure out how much they need, and then just go up or down from there depending on their bodies and how their body's responding. So that's the brief summary there. But go ahead and take a look. Like I said, Google Lane Norton protein requirements, and he wrote a whole I think he wrote a whole dissertation study, something like that, because the man, he's always, if you guys don't know Dr. Lane Norton, look him up. It's been around the industry for a long time, and that man is science to the wazoo. So he's got some great stuff on that. I'll do a video on it later, but I just need to look up at the current research and just look up a couple other things that I want to clarify first before presenting that to you guys, because I like to make sure that my information is accurate and up to date. So you guys, this was a great presentation. This was a great class, and I really appreciate you guys coming. Last week I was sick, so I wasn't able to come here and work with you guys, but I will be here on Wednesday again this week to make up for that class we missed on last Monday. And Wednesday, I'm going to be talking about how to survive the summer with your diet intact. Oh my gosh, who would have thought that you can actually go on vacation, you can do what you have to do, you can enjoy your barbecues, your parties, or this or that, and still see your goals become your reality. So I want to give you some actionable tips about exactly how you can do that. So make sure that you definitely come back here Wednesday, okay? Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There is a playlist, my live class playlist, where you can set the reminder, because I put it on there, so you can set the reminder. And guys, I actually have all the classes for the entire month of July listed there, so you can go ahead and get your reminders and set yourself up with that, and make sure that you do not miss a single thing. If you enjoyed today's discussion, you guys, you know how you can reach me, honey. Let me help you. Stop trying to figure this stuff out on your own. You've been already looking around, watching every YouTube video you can find, reading every article that you can find, driving yourself absolutely nuts, trying to do it, gather as much free information as you can. But there's something that goes for working with someone whom you like, whom you know, whom you trust, and who wants to get to know you and what you need and cares about you in that same exact way. The word coach is thrown around so flippantly nowadays. I freaking hate it. When I started my business back in 2009 is when I started my actual, started taking on my first coaching clients online. Nobody was doing this stuff, you guys. Maybe just a handful of people in the bodybuilding world were doing it, and it was super archaic, Word documents and spreadsheets and stuff. And so I started my company back in 2009, online coaching, and I had to explain to people how this stuff works. Nowadays, everybody and their grandmother calls themselves a coach, and I kind of hate the word because of that, because nobody is actually coaching. Coaching is about taking someone and allowing them to see what their true potential is, and to plant that seed within them, and to help them to foster it and grow in in immeasurable ways. Coaching is about getting in and helping folks with the mental aspects of what it is they're trying to do and the goals that they're trying to accomplish. Coaching is about helping them to shift their mindset, to elevate higher on so many levels, to transform not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, and more. And that's the type of way that I approach my work, my coaching program. So it's not just a diet and training program. It's so much more. It's journaling, it's meditation, it's talking to me, it's talking with our other group of rock stars and getting full support. And so I want to be able to offer that to you if you feel like, you know what, Roxy may actually be someone that can help me and that I really like her and I want to talk to her. It costs you nothing to talk with me. I open up my schedule to talk with you for 30 minutes, totally free. Okay. 1 hour consultations with me, a paid consultation with me where I'm going over your stuff and it's just a one-off deal is $250 per hour, guys. And I've earned that kind of, ability to command that rate. So I'm offering you 30 minutes for free to just talk to me about your goals and to see if I can help you. And if I can, then I'll offer you the opportunity to work with me in one of my many programs. Now I have programs for different budgets. So even if you are like, you're like, Roxy, I don't have a whole lot of money, but this is what I have. Come and talk to me. I might actually have something for you. And if you're the type of woman right now that's like, hey, look, Rox, I can invest whatever it is that you got. I got it. My finances are good. My career is good. I'm good. I'm on track. What you got? Come and talk to me too. Okay, so rockstarfitness.com/clarity call. You do not have to be a competitor. Competitors, non-competitors alike. Usually my clients are 30s, 40s, 50s. I do work with women in their 20s too. So if you're in your 20s, you want to work with Roxy, come on, girl, let's do it. All right, I got something for you. Ladies and any gentlemen that are here watching this on my YouTube, I have like 97% to 99, sometimes 100%, depends on the day and the month, of women in my audience. So I always say ladies, but guys, if you're watching this, thank you so much for joining me as well. Subscribe, thumbs up, get on my email list, and have a fantastic rest of your week. And hopefully I will see y'all on Monday because that would be great. Have a good one, guys. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.